Hey guys, it's Troy here back with another Mario Kart Wii 200cc reaction video, and today we are on 200cc CTGP records. This channel is amazing, uploading every single 200cc world record together in one video, glitch and no glitch, and the input viewer on the bottom left. All it's missing is a B button, but otherwise it is perfect, and we have the speedometer on the bottom right, and overall the 200cc watching experience, quite nice. And granted, there's not really too much brake drifting anyway on these 200cc world records because they're going really fast all the time. So Luigi circuit, don't expect to see too much new here, although the lines are looking pristine. We'll see a lot of these records improved so much from last time. And it was extremely fun going through all the records last time and just seeing what people can conjure up. I mean, the Rainbow Road and the Waluigi Stadium glitches are some of my favorites, but I'm sure we'll see some things here that we don't even remember, and then some other things that are going to catch us by surprise, you know, for the very first time, some things we've never seen. So I'm curious and excited to see what this all has in store for us. Very helpful having the name of the player, the country, as well as the date the records were sent. So whether the records are new or not, we're gonna watch every single one, glitch and no glitch. If there's three categories for these records, I'm not gonna bother. I'm more focused on, you know, the run without the ultra shortcuts, and then the run that is the fastest, whatever glitch is necessary to get the fastest time. So Moo Meadows is funny. You have to take such a weird angle on the grass cut. You don't cut nearly as much, but then you drift really tight at the end. And then not tricking off that last ramp just feels wrong, but it is faster. And the fact that you can land in a slip after, get the last main triple really quick, ends up working out quite nicely. So anyway, you know, I remember Enmead had the record on this at one point, and he said it was really fun to time trial. One of his favorite 200cc time trial courses. So we're gonna skip ahead. The beauty of it all. And now we have Bryce. This was set in 2019. This is an extremely old record, so I guess we're watching this probably for like the fourth time now, which is kind of funny. So we shall enjoy Bryce doing some wall hugging with Koopa Quacker, and got beautiful dolphin quality. Does not leave the mountain the entire time until the very end, where Bryce has two mushrooms and can't even do the gap jump because the angle is not ideal. We're doing some regular grass cutting for the end. Still a very exciting record. Now we have Cowman on Mushroom Gorge. I have faced Cowman on this track in a 1v1. Check it out in the tournament series. It was a great race, one of my favorites. And Cowman, you know, he did some damage to me recently in the tournament series. Cowman is one of my rivals now, and now we get to watch his world record. Oh, he does the ramp skip. That was clean. Okay, and then he gets off the lip of the second green mushroom, is able to skip the red mushroom. That was really, really amazing. What a great first lap. And then once again skipping the ramp. Okay, so I'm curious to see how many of these are skipped. So far, 3 for 3 jump ramp skips, and we got 3 more to go. Right here's another one. Gets it again. That's 4 for 4. And then this is a really cool strat. Going off the lip of the mushroom there, it looks like it's not super easy to do that. I mean, I don't do that during races. I don't know if I would risk that online. I don't know, guys, it's a little bit too much, but it's still so cool to see in a time trial. And I mean, this 200cc Mushroom Gorge record is no joke. All it's missing is a little fence shortcut like in Mario Kart Deluxe 200cc. That's all it's missing. Otherwise, it's got it all. And look at that. Once again, 6 for 6 on the jump ramp skips. And we got the green mushroom lip, red mushroom skip, 3 for 3, and I'm just making up names for shortcuts now. Cowman, that was incredible. I cannot believe Mushroom Gorge is that optimized. And now we have a relatively new record. This was just set, you know, a little over 3 months ago. And, I mean, we're viewing this a little bit late. It's going to be pretty much February by the time this video comes out. So, my goal is just to react to the 200cc bunch all the world records in like the first quarter of the next year. So I might be sometimes reacting to it in February or March, but my goal is to try to react to it every single year. I did miss 1 year so far, but I've done it like 4 or 5 times now. So smash like and enjoy this extremely long video that will practically have no cuts. It's just me and you guys hanging out watching 200cc Mario Kart, and I love shortcuts and I love going fast, and this game mode offers both of those things. And I love the way they're doing the shortcut. The fact is, you know, mushrooming straight so early and then drifting off the edge and barely getting any air, fast falling afterwards. Oh, that was sketchy. But it's a sight to behold. I mean, this is an incredible Toast Factory record, and we have a Daisy record. So, you know, Started off Funky Kong, and now we're gonna probably be seeing a lot more Daisy. It's gonna be really interesting to see the ratio of Flame Runner to Mach Bike records. Wow, I need to learn how to do the shortcut that way. That is incredible. And manages to get the last zipper to finish. What an incredible run. Oh my gosh. Incredible. Now we got Matt Alt, we got the glitch category. The player's name is Big Bork, and this record was set in 2020, so already seen this one. But still, we shall watch it anyway. It looks like we're gonna see 2 glitches, and that's really funny to see only 2 glitches on Mario Circuit. I guess, you know, it's going to be a lot faster driving the lap forward, as per usual, 1.5x faster. And then, wow, and then keeps the drift. Oh, that is so nice on 200cc. That works so well. And Funky Kong has the off-road stat, and guys, it is hilarious, but that actually matters a lot. Funky Kong can drift in the off-road no problem, and that is not the case for the other heavyweights that have the Flame Runner at their disposal. You cannot drift in the off-road with them except for like Dry Bowser and I think maybe your me. But Funky Kong has got the secret sauce. The end. Amazing time. Only 2 glitches. Someone can beat that in 3 seconds. Here we got Casey. And Casey's got, you know, the world record on this track on 150cc, I'm pretty sure. Or at least has gotten in the past. I'm pretty sure Casey has the record on like Luigi Circuit and Peach Beach. It might not even be the same Casey, but I think it is. We'll see. Someone will tell me in the comments. But regardless, I've raced plenty of these players online. I've heard of others of them. And it's going to be fun going through the next 27 tracks. We have pretty much the basic stuff at the beginning. I mean, we start really getting into it after Mario Circuit, because we got Coconut Mall through Rainbow Road is just craziness, and then the Shell Cup things are going to calm down a little bit. So anyway, the mushroom spot's really funny on this track. The fact you can pretty much cut what would be equivalent of 2 mushrooms with 1 mushroom on 200, and oh, had to go a little bit wide there. Chain Chomp getting in the way, causing some damage, and does not go inside the tree. Guess it's not necessary. And now we are on Coconut Mall glitch, and look at that, not even doing a trick off the first banister, but we are getting the right angle for the crazy shortcut. It is kind of funny though to watch that. I mean, that is way slower than how it is done on 150cc, and that is the case for some of these glitch tracks. I mean, Grumble Volcano, Mushroom Gorge, Coconut Mall, the tracks are done so quickly on 150cc, and the fact is you're not really at full speed for very long on these tracks anyway, so the 200cc speed bonus almost doesn't even matter. But hey, 29.444 on Coconut Mall, not too shabby. All right, and now we have a run that was only set, you know, 2 months ago by Boshi, and that is how I normally see that section done with the banister. And oh, beautiful, incredible beginning. And this is going to be the no ultra shortcut category, which I'd imagine is going to be going through one of the key checkpoints backwards, which is not really allowed online ever, like kind of like the DK Jungle Parkway spiral skip. Like that's something where you do a key checkpoint backwards and you're not allowed to do online. And we banned the shortcut on the tournament series because it's a little too broken. It messes up the checkpoints, and even though it's not an ultra shortcut, it does go through a key checkpoint backwards. So I've seen the shortcut a million times. I would do the shortcut in the speed runs. You guys probably remember it, and I remember doing the shortcut online back in the tournaments back in like 2019 before we banned it, and it was absurd. All you have to do is go around the post here, right there, and then brake drift and get around. Nice little U-turn. You skip so much, it's not even funny. And then might as well do it again for good measure. Shroomless, which on lap 3 is going to skip a lot less because you're not skipping half the lap, but still useful nonetheless. So there was a third category for Coconut Mall, but we skipped it because I think that, you know, since one of the key checkpoints has gone through backwards, they just make a third category, but we don't need to see 3 categories per each track. 2 is plenty, glitch and no glitch, or in Coconut Mall's case, it's just glitch and more glitch. So we're going to enjoy DK Summit now, which is technically not an ultra shortcut, and I believe this track only has 1 category, so the categories are pretty insane, like how it works. Like some tracks have 1, 2, and 3, but we're only gonna watch 2 per each track max, just so it doesn't get stale. And oh my gosh, I love that shortcut, and the amount of time you save is very much dependent on how you land, so it's really important to get a trick boost right when you land from one of the bumps, and just make sure you don't land anywhere too awkward where you lose the majority of your speed. Beautiful trick boost, and lap 3. All right, holding up on the analog immediately, then a hard left mushroom trick, airborne, hold down, and level out, trick immediately, beautiful low tricks, and goes for the single cut because the double shortcut, not faster on 200, no way to do it, and for it to be faster, probably a way Tool Assist can do it and make it useful, but for RTA, that is what we're looking at right now, 117.316. And now we have Flag Ray for Wario's Gold Mine, and this is so funny to me because they do not use the pipe, the famous pipe, or the infamous pipe, I should say. Instead, we're using the pole. And I mean, you can technically do this on 150cc, but it is very difficult, much more, I'd say, clippable on 200cc. So anyway, Ray is going to do this another time, and you know what? Maybe one day we will see this track with the Luigi world record again on 200cc. Mr. Bean, I am challenging you. No, I'm just kidding. But overall, really funny to see, and I'm so glad to see the pole used, even though it's not for 150cc. 30.239 on Wario's Gold Mine, and now let's watch the No Glitch Time by Melon, or Mystigan here. And this was just set in 2023, so even though we're reacting to last year's world records, this is actually like just set a couple weeks ago. So far, looks pretty standard, but here comes the shortcut, and yes, it's a wheelie shortcut, tilting down and then right immediately upon landing and fast falling off the big ramp, not going for any sort of wall bounce shenanigans. Let's see how the ending of this level looks. I bet it's gonna be a wheelie. No, it's a trick, and then it's a down, holding down immediately. Okay, so it was a down trick too, making sure the back wheel landed first. Since, you know, you don't really get that much air, you gotta make sure the animation finishes in the correct way so you can get that wheel down and get that drift earlier. And then here we go again, the mushroom, the wheelie off the edge, and that is such a scary shortcut, and you do not get a great respawn if you fail it. So I do not go for that shortcut online, but you know, maybe we do more of these 200cc events. We're gonna do plenty of, you know, one-off 200cc knockout tournaments over the next few months. We might go for some craziness on Wario's Gold Mine. We'll see. But I'm thoroughly enjoying this world record. I have time trialed this back when it first came out in 2019 January. I remember time trialing Wario's Gold Mine on 200cc, and it was so tough. So seeing Mystigan just absolutely kill it right now is a true pleasure. How's this gonna end? Let's check this out. Anything crazy? And it is a, yep, once again, a trick and glossing both wheels over the edge. Pixel perfect. What a run. That was so enjoyable. Here we go. Daisy Circuit, I imagine we'll see nothing of interest here because this track is boring. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, interesting. Not tricking using the mushroom upon landing. What? And I have never hit those cones before, but I guess on 200cc it doesn't really matter. You might as well take the inside lane. Makes sense. Jesus. So crazy. We are only on the 3rd cup, guys. We have 6 more cups of action. I mean, this is going to be so much fun because the records just keep getting better, and we're going to learn all this new tech. And I mean, this is going to be really helpful for me, you know, playing more of these 200cc knockouts, especially the regular tracks. We played so many custom tracks, especially for the Invitational, and I thrive on the 200cc regular tracks. So we'll have plenty more of these, and after watching all these, I'm going to have a much better idea of how to play the tracks more effectively and go faster, which is what's most important. I think it's so fun using the mushroom there. And this is also fun. Oh, didn't hit the cone that time. Okay. And probably going to hit the cone here. Yep. And hitting that cone actually gives you a little bit better of an angle. So it's quite nice. Beautiful run. We got Power Tower here. Oh my gosh, what an epic name. And this was set in July last year. Bad landing, but let's see how this all shakes out. I'm curious to see what shortcuts are used here. Oh, so first we're doing a shroomless cut. Interesting. That's the shortcut that the cart does, because the cart can get orange mini turbo, cut that little bit of off-road, maintain that orange mini turbo. It's actually faster, but bikes don't do that. And then no craziness here. Pretty standard so far. And we're gonna see something here for sure. Maybe a rock hop, rock bounce. Yes, I love that. Oh, that is the best. That shortcut used to be viable for a very short amount of time on Koopa Cape world records for Mario Kart Wii. I mean, I'm trying to remember what year, but it was an archaic shortcut. Now it has been eclipsed by just bouncing off the side of the pipe and then shooting down immediately. It's better overall. It's actually less risky. But the rock shortcut is so cool, and you have to delay your trick. That is the key. So you know, when you're tricking in Mario Kart, you get more height, and it's a little slower, you know, tricking immediately, but sometimes you want that more height. And otherwise, you want to wait a little bit to trick. So jumping and drifting off the edge, waiting to trick, and then tricking, and then mid-animation shooting down, really similar to like Waluigi Stadium, the wall bounce. Such a cool mechanic, and I'm so happy to see it used here on 200cc. Maybe I should see how difficult that is and if it's consistent enough to try it online. But this has been a crazy record, and I'm happy to see Daisy have it. I remember Funky Kong had it for a long time, and I mean, I feel like the last time we watched this, it was Funky Kong. So let's watch it one more time, this rock bounce shortcut, which I'm so happy to see back on 200cc. The fact that that's useful on 200 makes me so happy. 138.355. Wow. And now we have Maple Treeway with Peach. I mean, this is just because you can use any character on glitch runs. They're never fully optimized. I mean, glitch runs are always so ridiculous. As you can see, Exhibit A. So, you know, I'm sure we'll see some goofy characters on 200cc for quite a while on the glitch categories. And you know what? Overall, it's gonna be... Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought maybe there would be just one singular mushroom wheelie, skip the hut altogether, but they actually still go inside the hut and then use the mushroom. Interesting. And I'm curious to see how lap 3 looks. Glitch runs never look the same on any of the laps, but I mean, this is gonna be over in 1 minute. The 150cc Maple Treeway 3 for 3 glitch record is like 1 minute 33 seconds. So we're looking at 20-second laps here on Maple Treeway. Granted, the first lap takes a little bit longer, so let's see what it ends up being. Going down the center, lap 3, getting the low trick. Nope. And decent landing, 106. Okay, so 27 seconds ahead of the 150cc record. We got radar here for the no glitch run. And we're back on Daisy, which is where we will presumably be for the rest of the mock bike runs. But you never know, any character can show up on these records. Let's see how the no glitch run looks. Are we gonna see any turn skips, anything crazy? That's always the exciting thing. I don't really know what to expect anymore on these runs because they've gotten really good. So we'll see some crazy stuff. Beautiful. And the mushroom is used just after losing a little bit of speed from the elevation change after the U-turn. So probably we'll see it used there all 3 laps. Nice low trick to end the lap, and shimless shortcut to start lap 2. All right, and landing on the back wheel, not doing any crazy turn skip stuff after the cannon. Like on 150cc, normally you want to hug it and wrap around super quick, but on 200 probably would send you out of control more often than not. The Wiggler dodge was pretty good too on lap 2. I'd imagine lap 2 is probably the hardest. I can't imagine the Wiggler being in a more difficult position there. And we're gonna see another low trick. No, a failed low trick and a good readjustment, but that was a big time loss. All right, let's see how this looks on lap 3. Maple Treeway is such a hard track to play on 200. One of the hardest in the game. All right. Cuts that really tight. You have to go wide, then tight in order to pull it off and not break drift. And once again, Wiggler's not too much of a threat for lap 3, but lap 2 Wiggler's different story. Interesting strategy. I'm surprised that works. But going down the center and still not hitting the blue zipper looked really clean. And Maple Treeway, one of the longest tracks, overall did not get a good bounce, 140.087. That track could definitely be optimized a lot more, and we'll see it optimized over the years, I'm sure. It's just Maple Treeway plus 200cc. I mean, Maple Treeway already feels like a custom track. So one of the few records here we'll see that is going to be slower than the 150cc counterpart. So I think it's like 19 seconds on Grumble. Is that what it said? Bit bike. I mean, this is kind of nostalgic. I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty great. Just seeing the bit bike being used on Grumble Volcano once again when it's a Quacker track now. It brings me back, guys. It really does. And now we have the shortcut category for Grumble, which I believe, yeah, this is the no key checkpoint skip. This is what we care about pretty much. So if there's 3 categories, then we will skip to dry. Where is the mushroom going to be used? Are we going to see a right side rock hop? I think we are. Let's see. Yes. Oh my gosh. Clipped it. Just barely made it. That was ridiculous. And you can't really get the low tricks on 200cc. It just doesn't really work that well. All right. This is wild. Nice spin drift. And a wheelie because you don't even have time to get the mini turbo. And then we're going for the regular cut, but taking the left side. All right, this is an interesting run. I wonder how difficult the right side rock hop truly is on 200. I mean, it's already tough enough on 150. I imagine for 200, there's even more problems. Oh, hits a lot of off-road. Okay. And the spin drift kind of reminds me of the section in Bowser's Castle after the left turn, spin drifting down the staircase. And whoa, that was out of control. Oh my gosh, what an insane run. That is a messy run, but it was a fun one. And now we have another category because they have 3 categories in some of these tracks. Let's check out Dry Ruins. We got Radar. And oh, I love that shortcut. This was one of my favorite tracks to play on 200cc. Big surprise. How are the wall glitches gonna look on 200 now? Oh, that was so good. Yeah, not tricking is the way to go. Tricking means too much speed. You can't even make the corner after. You can't brake drift when you're in a boost, so you can't really get the boost. So no tricking. Otherwise, we can't really beat that first lap. That was incredible. Maybe Taz can find a way to make the tricking work, but I'd imagine we're gonna see 3 for 3 wall glitches, no tricking involved. Let's see a little bit of sand there. And oh, no wall glitch, a failed wall glitch on lap 2, and that results in a wide corner, so a lot of time could be saved on lap 2. Interesting. Still not a bad wall glitch though. And hitting more sand. All right, main turbo. Nice chain drift. And wow, that was so low. That was an incredible shortcut. I'm surprised this is faster. I guess it is. Interesting strategy. And let's see how it looks lap 3. And oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, it was a really, really good wall glitch on lap 3. Lap 1 looked the best, but still a really nice Dry Ruins. And watching that one made me want to time trial Dry Ruins 200cc. That was probably my favorite one so far. Now we got Radar again. This is 2021 January, so this record has been here for a while. We've seen this one, and it's still fun to watch. The old records, the ones that haven't been beaten in a while, it's kind of interesting to see, you know, the ones that stood the test of time. Normally, you see old records in these categories, they get beaten on new strats all the time, but then when these ones stick for a couple years, it's like, you know, the strategy being used is the right strategy. And there's not really too much room for creativity on Movie Highway anyway, but we're seeing some tricks for sure. Just gonna be one trick on 200cc, and maybe one day this track will be a bullet bike track. Who knows? I mean, you really have to drift tight on that one corner, and these ones are not too bad. It could also be a Flame Runner track. I don't know. It's just interesting when you see records last this long. I mean, especially on the regular tracks. I know it's a, you know, 200cc, so it's not part of the regular game, but still, a no glitch regular track, record lasting quite some time. And oh my gosh, just barely beats the blue car. So you really have to be fast enough for that blue car. Is an extreme hazard, and same goes for the red car at the end there. This record was set like right after we reacted to the last set of 200cc world records at the beginning of last year. So this is February 2022. And that's the spin drift I was talking about earlier. I love that spin drift, one of my favorites. Very useful on 200cc to get the right angle to even make the corner. An extremely difficult corner for the Flame Runner. Oh, the left side through the pillar. Let's go. And we're probably going to wheelie off this. Yes, okay. And we're going to see the ultra shortcut right here because this is the full glitch run, and I love the shortcut. Oh my gosh, through the window. Nope, to the right of the window, and perfect. Gets the left drift, and just like that, skip half the lap in the right direction. No dilly-dallying, and we're going to see probably another glitch on lap 3. Probably not the left side. Again, I imagine the left side is more difficult than the right side. Granted, I'm not too much of a glitch expert for 200cc, especially on Bowser's Castle. I mean, I really never go for the glitch on 200cc except for the ending shortcut. And you know what? We might see the ending shortcut done instead of the glitch. I'm really curious to see what shortcut is used here at the end, because this is an insane run. An incredible ultra shortcut and a really fast left side glitch. And let's see how this looks. Wow. Wow. Shroomless. Perfection. Probably could have held a main turbo, got a slip, and got the last drift there into the boost ramp and not gone for a wheelie. I mean, that was a perfect main turbo opportunity, but otherwise, I mean, you're probably pretty nervous after you make that many glitches in a row and you want to play it safe. So I do not blame them. And we have a third category yet again. So many third category world records here. Now we got Rainbow Road. Yes. Okay, I'm really excited for this one. And we got the no glitch time to start things off. We have Mach Bike yet again. Not too many Flame Runner records, even though we started on Flame Runner for the first few. And now we've just been on Mach Bike after Mushroom Gorge pretty much. Oh, I love that shortcut. That's one of my favorites. Just skipping the figure 8 and then doing the gap jump one after another. And wow. We are not even halfway through this video. We're getting there, but there's plenty of glitch runs on the retros. I mean, so many glitches in this game now. I remember when it used to be like the majority of the glitches in Mario Kart Wii were on the Wii tracks, and now it feels like there's just as many glitches on the retros as there is on the Wii tracks. And wow, what the heck? Still has 3 mushrooms? This is probably the glitch run, I just realized, because there was a mistake there. I mean, no moon jump at all, and still 3 mushrooms. I'm imagining there's going to be ultra shortcut on lap 3 coming up. This is so funny. Okay, the first mushroom has been used. Oh, just barely on the track. That was freaky. All right. I do not like going for the anti-gravity left drift on 200. Wow, this is the no, yeah, okay, this is the ultra run. I did not see if it said ultra shortcut or regular run. I wasn't entirely sure, but now I'm sure. And oh, that record, I remember watching it last year, and 128.518 on Rainbow Road. That is such a cool shortcut on 200. It looks even better because you don't have to hit the railing. You just get to land on the last section. What an incredible run. And now we have no glitch, and it's with the Flame Runner. Okay, so we're back on Flame Runner finally. I didn't even realize we were watching the glitch run until halfway through. I was like, wait a second. Once I saw the missed moon jump, I was like, this cannot be the no glitch run. This has glitch run written all over it. And we still get to see this beautiful shortcut yet again. Rainbow Road is one of my favorite tracks on 200cc. Granted, it's so difficult at the same time. I remember the days where... Wow, that was so fast. I remember the days where we'd shoot through the cannon and we shoot off the edge because Mr. Bean hadn't created the game mode yet. We were playing like a... you know, just like a My Stuff folder version of the game mode, and everything was 1.5x. So the cannon would shoot you like 1.5x off the edge, and then Mr. Bean was able to fix that for the CTGP version of 200cc. But yeah, anyway, so glad that's fixed because that was a huge issue on the speed runs for Rainbow Road whenever we'd play this track. And overall, that plus this turn right here, like you'd always fall off there, and then you have to survive this turn, and that's the turn I'd fall off on the most. Sometimes we'd fall off like 6 times on Rainbow Road on 200 speed runs, but you know, this is a ridiculous run. Was this by Power Tower? I think it was. And oh, almost off the edge, but surviving. Beautiful landing in a drift. Getting so many slidey slip drifts is just a gorgeous run. And once again, we're gonna see a nice figure 8 skip into a gap jump and another slip into the cannon. It's a long track, probably the longest one. This one or BC64, probably this one, who knows. But it's funny how different the routes are on 200 versus 150. I mean, just taking the top route in general, you never really see that. Or the right route, the top right route, it's always the left route every single time. And now we have King Alex on the glitch category, and this is so funny, guys, because I've seen this record like 3 times at least. King Alex still has the record on Peach Beach in 2023. I mean, he set this record so long ago. It's quite hilarious that nobody has beaten this. And, you know, King Alex has had the world record on Groma Volcano, fighting and battling Niake for like a decade on that track. And then he still has the world record on Peach Gardens, I'm pretty sure. So he's been all over the place. He's had the world record on Desert Hills way back in the day when I first started playing the game in like 2008. And, I mean, he has 200cc world records. King Alex can do it all, clearly. And look at this. He's evading the Cataquacks, which is something I have trouble with. The Beach Ducks are no problem for King Alex. Granted, the straightaway posed to be more of a threat because he finished in style there with a nice little spin drift wheelie. So that is Peach Beach, and I cannot believe that record is like 4 years old almost. Like, that's ridiculous. All right, we have Casey. This is the no glitch run, and this was set a little bit after I recorded my video for last year. So let's see how Casey tackles Peach Beach. No mushroom so far. Interesting. I wonder if we'll see the mushroom used on the grass shortcut or if it'll be on the water, cutting through the deep water. We shall see. Probably right here. And okay, saving it for the shortcut. Is this just a 1 shortcut though, right? Yeah, okay, so 2 mushrooms for lap 3, I am guessing. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so where are the mushrooms going to be used then? Right here? No. Oh, interesting. You know what? Okay, I guess it's just, yeah, the off-road, the out of bounds, you can just go like halfway over. I did not even realize that the water was that deep on lap 3. Jesus, okay. And now we have Radar on Yoshi Falls, and I've already seen this record. And, you know, it's like the second shortest track in the game, and it's such a bouncy track, but Radar manages to not really have to deal with the bounciness. Makes the track actually look smooth, which is, in my opinion, impossible to do. So pretty incredible watch, and using the mushroom upon landing from the elevation change and smoothly waiting to use the main turbo until completely flat land to get the maximum boost. Once again, mushroom and release. Gets a little bit of the air there. Did it better on the last 2 laps because you don't want to get the air. Sometimes you stick and it's really nice. Granted, what happened to Radar on lap 3 is what is usually happening to me. I feel like I never get the angle correctly, and then people pass me. I mean, this is probably, is this glitch? I feel like I always miss if it says glitch or not. Guess I'll find out. Oh, no trick needed to do the shortcut. That was so sketch. I would never do it like that online. Let's watch this again. Mushroom so early and just, oh my gosh. Your boost is already out and then you're finally going over the gap. What even is that? And let's see again. There might not even be a glitch category for Yoshi or for Ghost Valley 2. I don't think there is. Oh, the chain drifts are so beautiful, and that was ridiculous. Yeah, there's no glitch category at all for Ghost Valley 2 because you go through the track so quick forwards that doing the glitch doesn't even save time. That's hilarious. What is Mario Raceway gonna look like? Another track where there should just be one category, I would assume. Though, I don't know, I have not watched these in a year. I do not keep up with the 200cc world records, so it's really fun for me watching this completely blind. Granted, a lot of the records have not changed, so we're just watching them for the second time or the third time. Or the fourth time for King Alex. And I'm wondering if we're going to even see the hill shortcut used at all. I don't think so. I feel like the mushroom spot is going to be the same every single lap, just right here. Is that the fastest way to play Mario Raceway? I don't know. I feel like there might be a better shroom strat if you get lucky and you wheelie off the top of the hill and skip most of it. I feel like this can be optimized, but what do I know? Probably totally wrong. Let's see how lap 3 looks. I mean, it's a very consistent run. And release. No ramp needed. And another low trick. Beautiful. That was a really straightforward run. No shenanigans whatsoever. And now we have the glitch category. And this is gonna be fun. We're gonna see probably 2 glitches, I'd imagine. Let's see. And we're gonna see a glitch where there is no respawn, which is pretty cool. That looks so clean compared to on 150cc where it just always looks awkward, especially having to respawn and then go backwards and trigger the checkpoint. That looks amazing. And then lap 3. Oh, it's a 3 for 3. Oh, this is incredible. Okay. Shroomless. Shroomless. That's hilarious. You could just do it shroomless. Oh my gosh. I love how the mushroom is just used to speed you up. Wow. And now we have the no glitch run. We have Baby Daisy, not Toadette. Interesting. Did not expect that. Massive gap jump, cut half the level, ultra shortcut, put it in the ultra shortcut category. I'm just kidding. I mean, I guess Baby Daisy is faster in this section and probably a little bit slower on the icy section, but I guess it's still worth it. That's really interesting. I mean, the main turbo stat also helps, but Toadette does have speed and off-road, so I'm really surprised not to see Toadette. It's so interesting. And nice. And for this section, analog goes back to the middle there. It didn't quite look like a spin drift. And yeah, I mean, I don't expect to see anything too crazy on this one. We'll see how they deal with the penguins. That's always the toughest part of the level. And this corner and then the mushroom corner are really tough. Like, oh my gosh, you could just barely make that. That is so close. And then that's the do or die moment. You really have like 1 or 2 frames there where you have to jump at the very edge, and it's slidey, so it's so easy just to not get the jump. And if you don't get the jump, it's an auto GG. You're falling off every single time. And inside the penguin, between the eyes, and oh, no problem. Cutting the corner ridiculously tight. That was absurd. Beautiful run. And now we have the glitch category for Shy Guy Beach. This is gonna be a really fun one. I can already tell. I'd imagine we're gonna see an umbrella bounce. all 3 laps. Let's see. Yes! Oh no, okay, it takes 2 mushrooms. Oh, is this only 1 glitch then, or are we gonna see 2? Oh, that was so sketchy. The brake drifting was next level on that one. We're gonna see a respawn here. And, okay, so it's a 2 for 3. And that makes me wonder if there is a way to get that 3 times. I bet there's a way to do this and not respawn at all, maybe with outside drift, but still, that's really cool. I'm happy to see whenever glitches are done differently on 200. That's always really exciting, because on 150 you have the zip just doing the stupid thing where it's going where the out of bounds is and just, you know, clipping the edge of it and shooting past the checkpoint and getting the respawn, backing up a little bit. But it's cool to see at least one done with the umbrella bounce with no respawn needed whatsoever. We got King Alex again, this time for no glitch. And this record's been here for forever, guys, like a couple years, and pretty impressive considering it's a no glitch time. Quite a few of these runs, like Moonview and, you know, Shy Guy Beach, where they've been around for a while, and I mean, the Peach Beach one blew my mind. The Peach Beach glitch one, I mean, wow. This track's actually really fun with this vehicle as well, so surprised that more people aren't playing it. And I predict next year when I'm doing this video, we're gonna see this track gone. This one is going to be defeated by over a second. It is gonna be destroyed. It is gonna be completely eviscerated. Alex won't even be in the top 10 brand new strat developments. They're gonna be bouncing on top of the palm trees, consuming the coconuts. It's gonna become a phantom track. We got Delfino Square, Radar. Again, Radar has most of the world records. I don't know if I've ever played Radar before, but oh my gosh, I feel like his name pops up half the time. So we got Daisy Mock Bike, and we're gonna see some double shortcuts here. This is gonna be exciting. Here we go. And this shortcut is difficult, guys. It is so easy to fall off. You have to jump at the perfect time. You wait even a split second too long, you were off the edge, and a nice little grass corner cut at the end of the level. That's the real shortcut. That's the one you have to learn. The shroomless grass cut at the end. And I mean, just surviving this town section is difficult enough. Delfino Square is no joke. I mean, Radar is making it look easy, but some of these corners, especially that one, which is very necessary because you have to go left at the corridor section if you're gonna want to make the double. Otherwise, it's impossible to get the right angle. It's so much effort. I don't even know if it's faster to go left, but I do know it's easier to align for the double. All right, lap 3, just like that. Ridiculously fast. And I love doing the shortcut and just going the regular route. I do not enjoy the mud shortcut or the double shortcut on 200 very much. It's just way too risky. But yeah, perfect. And landing all the way to the right and doing the epic grass cut once again. Sub 123. Not too shabby. And now we have Bushi from France. This was set in July last year. And we are going backwards, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Going backwards at the very beginning. We're doing this every single lap. Oh, this is gonna be ridiculous. The bonk! Wow. All right, I am digging the Yoshi vibes though. This is so funny. I mean, I did not expect backwards gameplay, but it makes sense. This shortcut really does save enough time where it is worth it to go backwards and lose like 10 seconds of time just to do a shortcut that saves over 10 seconds. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. It's a completely different shortcut than what we're used to seeing on 150cc. I feel like this was only done like one time last video. I do not remember it being a 3 for 3 shortcut. That was ridiculous. I mean, Waluigi Stadium, I remember feeling back in 2015 that it was going to be a tool assist only glitch. I never thought it would be ever possible on 150 or 200. And what? Oh, the disrespect! 3 for 3's it, and then probably had such a breakaway, such a ridiculous lead over second place on the standings. Was able to finish in style, not trick, which was confusing me. And then I realized what was actually going on. It's like, oh, hang on, I don't want to miss that. It's like, oh, okay. We're trolling a little bit here. I did not expect that. That's the first time we've seen that today where someone has just bonked into the side and finished backwards. I guess that's the real dream, to set a world record and not even have to try. All right, let's see how this goes. And beautiful, beautiful shroomless. Skip the bump, land very nicely. and hold up the entire time, which is what I was expecting to see on the last run on lap 3. We did not see that. And that's a little bit wide, hit a little bit too much of the bump. But I like the idea of jumping off the cage into a left drift. I feel like that's way better than what I'm doing. I'm always like getting a lot of bounciness there. And these strategies are allowing for a more smooth Waluigi Stadium experience, which is what I'm trying to have. All right, and I love how they're doing this part. That's so clean. All right, yeah, see, that's how I thought you're supposed to do it. So lap 2 looked really weird. And once again, the jump, gotta remember that. And hold that main turbo, get some wheelie zipper bounces, and a nice turn skip once again. Use the slopiness to make the corner, and wow, this is an incredible run. And not even having to worry about the fireballs at the end, because lap 2 was so sketchy. I really thought that he was gonna hit them on lap 2, and was like, oh my gosh, it's a fireball, middle of the world record. But he was so good, it didn't matter. That's what it felt like watching the glitch run on Waluigi Stadium. I cannot believe the disrespect. Here I am reacting to world records, and we got major disrespect happening. All right, so I love Desert Hills, as you guys know, so I'm excited for this one. You never really know what shortcuts are gonna show up on Desert Hills. Oh my gosh, yes, that one is amazing. I always forget how many of the S-bends you can cut. You can cut like all 3 of them. Jeez. I mean, we're gonna see that all 3 laps. We're not gonna see any lake cut skipping, unfortunately, which is my favorite shortcut on the level. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that shortcut is a real pain to do optimally on 150cc. You can actually like get the wheelie and coast back to the mainland on 150, but you have to get a lucky bounce when you use your mushroom and you wheelie off the initial hill right here. So you can actually get a wheelie on 150 right there. It's so tough. It's called like a lucky glitch or something like that. I'm glad I do not time trial Desert Hills. It seems very inconsistent. All right, so this is the shortcut category, Bowser Castle 3, and this is a recent record only set 2 months ago. Let's see what Boshi has in store for us with Daisy Mach Bike here. Low trick, low trick. Oh, I love that. Oh, that is so fast. No stop shortcut, beautiful. And I love how for the third jump ramp, there was a jump, but there was no trick, and there was still enough speed to make it happen, and that was so optimal, allowed for, you know, quite a bit of speed loss to make it so you can actually even make that shortcut in the first place without having to come to a complete stop. Using every bit of the platform to make a 270-degree turn, and we'll probably see it again right here. Yep. And mushroom. Yeah. So, I mean, I'd imagine that the ultra shortcut is faster, and I'd also imagine that it is way more difficult than it even is on 150cc. So, for that reason alone, I don't think we're going to see the Ultra on this track in a time trial world record in a while. We might see it done like 1 for 3. Just someone going for it risky when they're losing. It's like, oh, gotta go for it. Let's see what happens. Like just tricking and just going for it right there. That would be insane. And if that happens, then, you know, you can burn your mushroom lap 3 right here or on the last straightaway, and then the time will go down considerably. But like I said, it's probably so ridiculously difficult. Alright, and BC3 is complete, and a full drop chain at the end. They should be ashamed of themselves. And now we have the no glitch run by Radar, which is pretty exciting because, you know, I mean, it's going to be a lot of low tricks. It's going to be 15 low tricks. It's going to be perfect lines. Think about it. BC3 is a flat track, so there's not going to be really much to fail or much glitchiness or much to expect. It's just going to be a lot of clean lines and well executed frame 1 blue main turbos, especially on these right angles, and you know, probably no failure whatsoever anywhere. Let's see how this goes. Probably a very smooth run. I'm kind of curious though. I felt like maybe using the big ramp would be faster, like right here. I feel like there could be some sort of potential with that shortcut, but that would definitely be a no glitch shortcut. It would not really cut off anything, so I'd assume that'd be no glitch. But it is not used in the run at all. I mean, we'll see if it's used lap 3, but I don't think it is going to be used. I think it's faster just to use the mushroom at the end or use it at the little off-road patch. But yeah, it's looks like a very simplistic, stay on the flat road type of run with no glitchiness and pretty optimized. Oh, missed the low trick. Missed the low trick, never mind. I just said pretty optimized. Commentator's curse. And yeah, mushroom once again to do the epic off-road shortcut. And honestly, I was expecting more exciting strats. I was expecting a little bit of boost ramp action, but not today on BC3, no shortcut. Now we have an amazing glitch run. Antonini, the Netherlands. This is gonna be so fun. Oh yes, skip half the level. That is what we want, ladies and gentlemen. And the thing is though, is they have gone through the first key checkpoint. So what they'll have to do is they'll have to go trigger the first key checkpoint and then go through it backwards. That is why you saw the Quacker drift into the off-road to the left right there. And we will see it again. We're gonna see consistent below 18-second laps. This is gonna be beautiful. Quacker, I guess, is the way to go, probably for dealing with this section right here. I mean, you literally have to drift so close to the wall and then get away from it. And I'd imagine the Quacker has the right combo of off-road and drift, high off-road, medium off-road to make it happen. Because I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing Mach Bike. I'd imagine Mach Bike could make that corner and then it would be more worth it. Mach Bike's faster, but pretty interesting to see the Quacker using the world record on 200cc. Still a really cool glitch. And now we have the shortcut category, and this is gonna be the category that does not use ultra shortcuts, but it does use that ridiculous turn skip. And I guess it's called the spiral skip actually. But anyway, DK Jungle Parkway has a lot of ridiculous things now on 150 and 200. I mean, I don't even know where to start. There's like 4 or 5 different shortcuts. And for me, like, I really wish that shortcut worked online. It does not work. You're not allowed to do that one on 150cc even, just because you're going through a key checkpoint like to the side or backwards or something, and it messes up all the position counters for the other racers. So that shortcut not allowed online, but still really cool. And that's why this track has 3 categories, it looks like. So sometimes what happens is like it'll be counted a glitch, but it won't be an ultra shortcut, like something like that. And then that's how 3 categories happen for these different tracks. But anyway, we shall continue to watch Parkway, a track that I wish was a different track from Mario Kart 64. So many great tracks. They could have put Yoshi Valley in Mario Kart Wii and then put Parkway in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That would have been fantastic. Look at this amazing shortcut. That's the best part right there. That little grass cut. Love it. And yeah, I always just feel like Parkway is just underwhelming. Like, no matter what, it doesn't matter. It's just the level design. It leaves a lot to be desired. Nintendo, your Parkway design, I'm calling you out. DK Jungle is way better than DK Jungle Parkway. Anyway, I can't watch 3 Parkway world records. Parkway and Daisy Circuit are like the 2 tracks that a lot of people, well, some people really like, and they're the tracks that I am not a fan of. However, we got Mario Circuit, one of Enmead's favorite tracks. We got Mach Bike, of course, and okay, interesting first corner, and whoa, what? That's faster? What? I gotta see that 2 more times, at least. That looked not faster at all, but I mean, it was pretty cool looking. It looked more like freestyle than something I'd seen a world record. What is this run? What am I watching? This is a weird run, guys. Weird. Going wide here. That's wide. But look at that. Used the mushroom so early in spin drifts, and then was you know what? It is a pretty incredible way to use the mushroom, because I never was able to figure out a way to actually do the shortcut in a way that made sense. And that is probably what Boshi meant to do on lap 1. It didn't quite turn out that way, but this is ridiculous. And once again, this is wide. But maybe it's like that on purpose. Maybe Boshi needs to do that line in order to make the shortcut happen, because we saw it multiple times. Wow. And then how is this going to look lap 3? We saw 2 very different things. And then we saw 3 very different sections. It did not look like that at all on lap 1 or 2. All 3 bump sections look completely different. That was silly. That was really silly. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. We got the last cup now. Thank you so much for joining me. I mean, we got through 7 cups together. We have 1 more cup to go. We're not quite there yet, and we have multiple glitch categories, so we're really not quite there. But we are still enjoying every single second of the 200cc experience. I mean, all of this has just made me want to play more KOs. And oh, nice little pipe skip. Loving that. Radar out here doing work. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the 200cc series in general, and just know that is not the end of the knockouts for 200cc. Just because we had the Invitational, we had the FFA, we are still having plenty of KOs, plenty of themed KOs around 200cc, and they're going to be a lot of times just using the regular tracks in general. It's not even going to be all custom tracks like it was for the tournament series. It's going to be mainly Nintendo tracks and more about using different vehicles and characters and getting everyone on the same exact combos, which is always really fun. So let's enjoy one more little pipe skip shortcut, loving the combo of the shortcuts there together. And Mario Circuit 3, that's about all you're ever going to get from a flat track with no ramps and extremely high invisible walls. That's Mario Circuit 3, the experience in a nutshell. And now we have Peach Gardens, but there's only one category for Peach Gardens, I'd assume. And you know what? We have not seen anything too jaw-dropping, but there's been some cool moments. I was very surprised to see a 3-for-3 on the Waluigi Stadium glitch. That was pretty insane. And I did love the Bowser's Castle world record, doing 2 left side shortcuts and then 1 ultra shortcut. I mean, that was ridiculous. So there's been some really cool stuff. And I mean, right now I'm watching a Rosalina world record, so I should probably comment on that. Why is Rosalina using the world record? Maybe it's the amount of main turbos, because Rosalina's got the main turbo stat. Rosalina also still has a speed stat. Still really interesting. I mean, we haven't seen Rosalina at all. We saw Peach one time. We saw Yoshi. We saw Funky Kong quite a few times. Daisy most of the time. There's a lot of main turbos on this track. That's probably why we're seeing Rosa. It's still weird though. And yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Flame Runner is really good on Peach Gardens. It's almost as good as the Spear, not quite. Definitely better than the Mock Bike. And the track does not have any difficult corners at all except for this one, and you can still make it with the Flame Runner. So yeah, nice little slip drift, and all the chain drifts are just gorgeous to watch. The slidey, you know, like Monty Mole section right before the porch, it all just works out so nicely. Peach Gardens is a beautiful track. We got Spitfire 2020. Okay, so I mean, this is the same record we've seen already, and it's gonna be a DK Mountain Glitch World record. I'd imagine it's gonna be pretty insane. This cannon lasts forever. We have to skip that cannon. That's the longest cannon in the game. Okay. No mushroom. And yeah, we're gonna have to do the shortcut that way and then use the mushroom on the bridge. Gotta level out, use the mushroom to recover essentially, and then do the little Shrimless shortcut. Nice. Very cool. Skip the cannon. Beautiful. And landing on that little crevice, it just sets you up super nicely to get a slip, and then just head for the little crevice that separates the dark and the light section of the mountain. You want to just kind of ride that crevice, and then normally you use your mushroom on 150cc, but on 200cc, I think the glitch is even a little bit easier shroomless than it is on 150 with the mushroom, but it's still really tough, and you got a 3-for-3 on time trials, of course. Totally different strat in lap 3 here. Interesting. Bonk! And you know what? If there's a way to get way less air and do that glitch, you can land in a way where you can do it like 150cc and probably not cut it as ridiculously tight or anything like that, but still do it so much faster than how it is done currently. So I think that that category is going to go down a lot in the next year or two. We're going to see that one go down at least a second for DK Mountain Glitch. And now we have King Alex, DK Mountain No Glitch. Beautiful. Wheelie, 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 wheelie. And now, whoa, wait, what? Oh! Oh! Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh! Guys, I am so happy right now. I did this in a shortcut video back in like 2019 or something. It's called Mario Kart Wii 200cc like Expert Shortcuts 2 or something like that. And I did that shortcut, and it was like one of the hardest, if not the hardest shortcut to execute in the entire video, and I was trying so hard to get that shortcut just once, and when I got it, I could not wait to post it for everyone to see. And now it is actually used in the world record. Is it gonna be used more than once? Yes, it is! Wow. Oh my gosh, that is flawless execution. That is such an amazing shortcut. It looks incredibly difficult, and I mean, I remember thinking that shortcut was like way too difficult to make 3 times. Like, I only made it once looking that good. And I mean, lap 2 would even look better than how it looked in my video. Lap 1, it looked almost identical to how it looked in my video, but okay, what is this angle? And there's holding right. Wow, there's not even really many buttons pressed. I was watching the input viewer and it was not much. That is ridiculous. Almost the sub. I am speechless. That was my favorite one so far. I was not expecting that. Wow. This was a lot of talking, but we did it. We made it to the end. Thank you so much for listening and watching alongside me. This was just as much fun as it was every single year. There's always some new surprise, and we had to wait till the very end to see it this time. What are we gonna see this time? Are we gonna see 2 glitches, 1 glitch? I mean, we're going forwards. This is the glitch run. Very interested so far. I remember when this run would just be a glitch immediately, right at the start. Now we're doing some regular no glitch laps. Interesting. And we're gonna see some shenanigans lap 2 though, I guarantee that. Gonna see a shortcut to end the lap probably. Beautiful. Okay, and is the glitch gonna happen now? No glitch, we're still going. And a missed main turbo! Wow. You just never know what you're gonna see in these world records. I think that's the fun in it. Especially the 200cc ones. It feels like I'm watching like 2009 or maybe like 2011 Nintendo World Records in a way where it's just like they're not quite optimized at all, and they're still like really impressive, but there's some really silly, goofy things that you're just like, oh, 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 when it happens. And mini turbo misses are obviously the easiest thing to catch. I was really good at missing main turbos in my time trial days. I was the main turbo miss master. Here we go. Oh my gosh, it takes all 3 mushrooms, but that was clean. Even the brake drift afterwards, and then making sure to hit that wall and stick to it. You do not want to hit that and bounce off it and then land it a little bit further back in the lava. Then it will not count. You'll actually respawn further up and then you have to do it again. So beautiful run. We are done watching world records. Almost. We have 1 more to go. Of course, it is Radar from Canada. No glitch 2021. So we've already seen this one, but we shall watch it again because that is what we do. And you know what? We saw a main turbo miss in the last run. I guarantee we will not see a main turbo miss here, especially because this world record has lasted so long. All right, let's see if we can pick up a thing or 2 for this track. I'm gonna be very attentive and just try to see if I can pick up on anything that I have never done or that I don't do regularly that Radar is doing to tackle this track. Okay, landing. And yeah, we're doing a mid-air spin drift, yanking to the left as tricking just to get more air, cut off more of the gap, and cut a lot of the off-road off in general. And this track, it's gonna be memorization based, especially with the thwomps, the sliding thwomps. You gotta memorize exactly where to go before you even take on the corner, because I mean, you know how it is. If you're entering these rooms on 150cc, you get hit by the thwomps, but on 200cc, you're gonna guaranteed get hit by the thwomps unless you memorize it. So definitely not as important as like the movie Highway Cars or something like that, but really helpful to learn for online as well, especially when you're front running. I mean, the thwomps you really gotta watch out for. It's these 3 right here. They can really ruin your day, but the sliding thwomps and then this corner combo, like that second sliding thwomp is lethal. He can destroy you. All right, we are officially at the end, and with that, another year in the books of reviewing these 200cc world records. I will see you guys next year, and more importantly, I will see you guys for more 200cc knockout tournaments in the near future. And I am motivated to play these Nintendo tracks and just, you know, do some more shortcuts. Lots of shortcut action. Gonna practice that DQ Mountain one. Thanks for watching. Enjoy Funky Kong dancing. Just kidding. Peace.